Hello everyone. Oh my gosh, I am having nothing but troubles with this Facebook thing. I swear every time I try to come in here, I just had this problem on Thursday when I came in to do my alternatives for last month's paper pumpkin. For some reason, my phone will not let me start the Facebook Live in landscape. Well, I need to be in landscape so you guys can see my desk and see everything that's going on. So I have to try to trick Facebook. So I have to do it in portrait style and I have to hit click live and then flip it before it knows that I'm really live. Well, it's worked twice now, so hopefully they don't figure out what I'm doing. Because then they're going to make it where it doesn't work again. So, I don't know. There's got to be a trick. I'm not doing something right because of the way that Facebook is forever changing, and with all the new iOS updates that we've just had on our cell phones, it makes everything crazy. And things don't want to work quite nicely together all the time. They don't play nice. So sometimes it's a problem. So let me get you guys hopefully brought up on my other device here, so I can start saying hi to you guys. I can see you popping in. Let's see here. Again, trying to get things brought up, and come on. It's taking forevers. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Andrea. I just saw Rhea pop in. Let's try to get, come on thing. My other device is being very, very delayed, probably because I didn't do an update on it. So I'm pretty sure it's going to take its sweet time, if it even comes up for me. I forgot that we did just have that new big, well, shoot, I might just have to bring you guys up on my computer, and if I do, then I do. So hold on, let me see if I can get... But I do need to hit the mute button because we do not need to hear me twice. I will tell you that much. Okay, let's see here. But I'm going to need my eyes on because I cannot see that far away. Okay, come on thing. And it's way different when I watch from my, because I don't know where the comments are from my computer. I tell you what, every one of these devices are different. Come on. Oh, there we go. Maybe that worked. Hello, Peggy. Let's see. Okay. Hello, Patty. Hello, Sheila. Thank you for sharing, Sheila. Okay, so I'm going to hope that that is going to run and work over here. I don't know if it's going to show me if I have to refresh every single time or how that's going to work. I don't know. We're just going to let it be. I'm going to watch in front of me though, so I can see you guys. Thank you, Peggy, for sharing, because my other device is telling me, nope, she's not going to do it. And so maybe that's just the way it's going to be. Ooh, maybe I just got lucky. Don't say that too loud. Nope, don't think so. It's still just spinning. It's doing that little spinny thing. So I have some super cute cards I'm going to share with you guys tonight. We are going to be using that Ringed with Nature. Now, this has been around through a couple of our catalogs, so it's not anything new. I'm sure probably a lot of you guys have this set, but I want you guys to know that this bundle is amazing. Not only is it just a bundle, but it is a hybrid bundle. So in other words, when I say hybrid, that means it has a embossing plate that embosses while it cuts out these rings as well. So it's kind of a three-parter. There is the stamp set, which is the Ringed in Nature, or Ringed with Nature. Then you have the die cutting set, but you have a big one that is all together, and it actually lays and coordinates inside of this embossing folder, which I'm going to show you how that works. So this is a really cool set. And I wanted to show it because of the fact that it is such a versatile set. On top of that, you've got some really, really neat fall, I think, kind of images on here. This is also great for get well cards, for Merry Christmas. If you know somebody who is buying a house and they're moving, it is a great welcoming home kind of a set. You've got happy anniversary on here. So very, very cool. This flower right here can be used in so many ways. You can use it as a poinsettia. I'm going to be actually showing it on, I'm going to be making my own designer series paper tonight to show you guys how that works. Hello, Anna. Hello, Kay. I'm trying to make sure I can see everybody popping up in here. Did I miss anybody? So yeah, so we're going to have fun with this. And like I said, I'm sure a lot of you guys have this set. So that's going to be cool because then you guys can duplicate the projects that I'm making. Oh, come on, thing. I thought I had it brought up, but then it decides not to. I'll go figure. Okay. I'm not going to mess with that. So we are going to be making our 3 cards tonight. Plus, I am going to be showing you guys a kind of an extra bonus card that I cased off of another card. I did change it up just a little bit. I was on Pinterest searching a bunch of different cards using this, and each one of them are kind of a design that I have found from Pinterest, but I have tweaked it and added my own colors and added my own elements to it just to make it my own. But I did make one card that I'm not going to be featuring tonight, but I do want to show it, and I will be posting it on my blog, stampinthepinkbarn.com, later on in the week, just so you guys can get something kind of fresh and new in there. Hello, Cher. So yes, so we have a lot going on with a new month. There are new promotions. So I have a lot to share with you guys. Make sure you are registered for the World Card Making Day, which is coming up October 7th. I just actually, right before I went live, I actually just posted the link again on my page. So if you're not registered, go over there and get yourself registered for that. You're not going to want to miss it. You're going to see a lot of great cards being made. If you're a part of my Pink Barn Stampers group, I actually, in the files section up at the top, there's like a bar that goes across. If you click on the files, you can go into there and you will see where I have added, there is a shopping list and there is a dimensions list. So the shopping list is all of the stamp sets, bundles, whatever they're going to use, the colors, the cardstock, everything that they're going to be using during the presentation of World Card Making Day. You can see everything. So if there's sets that you already have, then you know you don't need to worry about it, purchasing it, but it's already too late in the game for you to probably, unless you're going to expedite a shipping to you to get the stuff that you need for World Card Making Day. I would say join it, watch it, or register for it, watch it. See if there's anything that you already have that you can put in place of the cards that they're going to teach you to make. Because you know what? There's never, you know, something that you don't probably already have that you could just use when you see something being used like that in a card making thing. You know, we can all tweak things. Hello, Courtney. Who else did I just see pop in here? Oh, hello, Veronica. Sorry, you guys, I'm still waiting for my other device to come up here, and I don't think it's going to happen. So I'm trying to watch from my computer, but it's just too far away that I can't quite see it. So I have to keep leaning over there so I can see the screen. I'm blind. I can't see far away. So, yeah, so World Card Making Day is a great event. Like I said, it is coming up on the 7th. I have posted the link so you guys can get over there and get registered for that. Don't miss it. If you don't have anything going on Saturday, it would be a great way to spend your day. So I'm going to get you guys flipped around. Just last word of note, just because you guys know my life so well. The contract that we were in with our house being sold didn't work out, but we are now in another contract with another potential buyer. So here we go, starting this game all over again. What a pain. Oh my gosh. I even told my husband, I go, do we just want to keep it and rent it? And then I thought, no, because if we think this is a pain, holy Hannah, I do not want to deal with renters. I do not want to deal with paying for a home that you could potentially have people flake out on you paying rent. And if, you know, you're not backed by a certain company or whatever, you can wind up getting, you know, in kind of a pickle when it comes to people not paying their rent for you or to you. So I don't want to deal with that. I just think that's way too much for us to handle right now. We just want to get this house sold so we can start traveling and come see some of you guys who are on, you know, our way or up towards the East Coast, so we can, you know, start seeing this beautiful country that we live in. So yeah, just wanted to keep you guys updated on what is happening. And so yeah, pretty cool. Fingers crossed this time. I guess it's not really in our hands. I guess I would say that it's in the higher power's hands, and he'll take care of what needs to be taken care of. So that's that. All right, you guys, hang tight. I'm going to get you guys flipped around, and we are going to talk about some business. We are going to get into our great little giveaways, and then we're going to make these beautiful cards. So hold tight. Oh, see, they even just moved the rotating your camera button as well. They're really trying to do a number on me. I tell you what, I'm going to move my stand a little bit closer so we can try to get all of this in frame. I think that's going to work. Okay. So right now we have a paper pumpkin. This is for the month of October. Hello, Mary. This is called Home for the Holidays. This is going to help you create and get a jump start on those holiday cards if you're not already started making those cards. This is going to give you 8 card bases for each of 2 designs, 8 coordinating envelopes, 1 real red Stampin' Spot, 1 glitter glue, beautifully detailed pre-cut pieces, and 1 photopolymer stamp set. Hello, Patty. Thank you, Patty, for sharing. So yes, this is going to be one of those kits that you guys see me put together every last Thursday of the month. I come in and I do my alternatives for the paper pumpkin. As you can see kind of in the little graphic here, it looks like these are going to be almost like little house shaped. Hello, Denise. So super, super cute. Can't wait to get this. Again, make sure you subscribe or buy that prepaid card to get this by October 10th. If you want to know more about this, you can always go over to my blog, stampinthepinkbarn.com. Look at promotions, and it will be under the promotions. That one is called Home for the Holidays. World Card Making Day, we were just discussing this. This is coming up October 7th. Again, I have just posted right before we went live here. I just posted the link to get you guys over there so you can get registered for that. Again, I'll say it one more time. Over on Pink Barn Stampers group, if you're not a part of that, you should be. You want to grab your supply list and you want to grab your dimensions list so you can get your paper cut and all sorts of things. Kind of look at the sets that they have used to make or that they're going to be making. Again, it's probably too late to put an order in to get those stamp sets in time by Saturday, unless you're going to expedite a shipping order to yourself, but you can use your discretion. Oh my goodness. This is like a super smoking, amazing, ridiculous deal right now. So Stampin' Up! Is celebrating their 35 years. Like, holy geez, you guys, 35 years. And so they are doing a join special right now where you can choose between two options when you become a demonstrator right now and you join my team. So option number one is you get 35% off the cost of your starter kit. So in other words, you still get to pick $125 worth of product in your starter kit. But now instead of paying that $99, you're going to now pay only $64.35. So that is that 35% off of your starter kit, still continuing to get that same amount of product. So isn't that an amazing deal just in itself? But wait, there's more. So if you go with option number 2, you get 35% more product with your starter kit and spend $99. So this way, you're still spending that $99 that you would like with your normal every month join. But now, instead of doing $125 worth of product in your starter kit, you now get to pick $168.78 worth of product. Now, always know that our starter kits are going to come with a free paper pumpkin. You're going to get catalogs that you can share with all your family and friends. You are then, from that point, once you sign up, you're going to start getting a discount on all your future product orders. Also, you are going to become a part of something that is so much more. Like you're going to be joining a whole family of friends. And you will get support in every way that you need it. Just letting you know. So if you have any questions about this or you want to read more about it, again, it's over on my blog. My October PDF kit has come out. I published this yesterday on my blog. This PDF is going to include a step-by-step tutorial to make all 5 of these beautiful cards. I have decided to make all of my PDFs now going forth all the same price, so I don't have to keep finagling around with everything. So these are all going to be at the low price of $10. That is what my PDFs are going to go out the door for, regardless how many cards I include in the tutorial. Each one of them is going to be $10. It's just way easier that way to just keep them all straight. So $10 gets you a color photo step-by-step tutorial of all 5 of these beautiful cards. Hello, Becky. Thank you for sharing. I also have Them Bones PDF class still available. All my PDFs, you can look through every single one of them that I have available. They are over on my blog. On the right-hand side, there is a column. Just look at monthly PDFs and you will see that there. Our Make a Difference, this is going to be for that paper. It is called I can never remember that name of that paper. It is on the Walk in the Forest paper. This is that paper that cuts out with the trees and the polar bear little punch that we have. So every purchase of this paper, they're going to send $3 to the charity, which is the Marine Toy for Tots this year. That's who they've chosen for their charity. If you're in Canada, I believe it is for the Salvation Army in Canada, and they're going to donate $4 to them. Okay, we have 5 new papers in our online exclusives store. You can go in there and see these gorgeous papers. You can watch in some of my previous videos. I have showed you a up close and personal look at these papers. All right, so let me get all this out of the way so I can make sure I have space to do everything. Okay, let's get into our giveaways. Let me get everything over here. So this week for liking, so if you throw up some of those thumbs, throw up some of those hearts, that's gonna get you in the running giveaway, the drawing for the giveaway for the like category. And so for liking last week's video, we created these, and this is not the right one. This is the other one. The other one has a designer series paper in the inside. So I grabbed the wrong ones. So just know that yours will have the inside that is already complete in there that we stamped on last week. So this one here is going to go to Miss Becky White. So thank you so much for liking my video. This is going to come your way. And like I said, I will make sure I send you the one that has the inside completed in that. The next one we did was this super cute little skeleton and glow-in-the-dark cat. This one here is for commenting last week. So if you come in, say hi to me, let me know where you're watching me from. That will get you in the drawing for the comment. This is going to be sent to Miss Melanie Foy. So Miss Melanie, this is going to come your way. Make sure you guys activate your cards in the light and it will make all your little elements glow in the dark. And then for sharing last week's video, you simply go over there, hit that share button, share it to your news feed, then come back over here and in the comments, write in here that you shared my video. That's how you get in the drawing for sharing. So Miss Courtney Austin Darp, you are going to be getting this brand new pack of soft sea foam. This is this gorgeous ribbon. Also, I have so many of these like already partially used embellishments that I can't use because we don't sell them anymore. So I'm going to send these to you as just kind of a little extra bonus, just because I'm sure you could probably find something to use them for, especially since we've got some really pretty like blues paper and we've got some snowflakes and that kind of stuff. And these are just really pretty on that. So I'm going to just throw those in there as well. So hopefully you can get some use out of those. So those are coming to you, Courtney. You are very welcome, my dear. Thank you, Courtney, for sharing. All right. So I'm going to set that aside so I make sure we get that to those individuals. Thank you guys so much for supporting my business. It truly helps me so much. Okay, so the first card that we're going to make is this super beautiful little thinking of you card. Now, I have decided to change this one up a little bit, and we'll talk about that when we get there. Thank you, Patty, for sharing. And then the next card that we're going to make, card number 2, is this beautiful Lost Lagoon card. Now, this one is a love and warmth. So this one, you could actually put that sentiment inside of there that says get well soon. That would be really pretty. And then look at this one. How bright and cheery is that? The thinking of you, again, you can give somebody a get well soon wish in the inside of this with something bright to just brighten their day. I'm going to change one of the colors that I have added to this. I think I found something that's just a little bit brighter that I like instead. So I'm going to be using Cajun Craze on this. And I think I'm going to bring my pumpkin pie in here. I don't know. We'll play around with it when we get there. But you guys get the, you get the gist of the cards that we're making. Okay. My bonus card is this one right here. It is on that soft sea foam card base. I had found this. I think their name is Mitsu, I believe. I believe they are in the UK. He was actually a part of our artisan group for this last year. Hello, Bonnie. He makes the most beautiful cards, you guys. It's wonderful to watch him. And I love his accent, that too. So I've changed a few of the elements that he'd done on there and just kind of created this, but that is my little bonus card for you guys. All right, let's get to our first card here. So like I said, I'm going to be changing things up. I have decided that as much as I love pink, the bubble bath is pretty. Don't get me wrong. You guys can go with whatever you feel is best, but I'm changing it and I'm going to be using Moody Mauve. I just think Moody Mauve, as you can see, this color with these browns, I think it's just a much richer look. Not to say this is kiddish, but you guys can see the comparison when we're done. So let's get into this. All right, so let me get all my bits and pieces out here. So what we need for this is we don't need that, but we do need our base, which is Early Espresso. So let me go ahead and fold this in half and burnish it. Oh yes, happy Halloween month. I am feeling very festive and have already decided to start wearing my Halloween shirts and my Halloween earrings. I have bought myself a super cute little fall watch band. I normally wear my little bracelet too, but I thought it's going to get caught on things. So I'll probably start wearing it as of next week. I also need my base, which is my crumb cake. Now, just know that all the dimensions for these cards will be over on my blog tomorrow. I need a scrap of my Moody Mauve to cut all my little bits and pieces. I need a scrap of basic white so I can stamp my little house and my sentiment. I need a piece of my Early Espresso for the little tree stump. I need a piece of crumb cake for the inside of my tree base. And then I need a piece of, this is 2.5 by 1.5. And there's a little fuzz on there. Piece of brown. I have a 1.25 by 2.25 piece of Moody Mauve and a 1 by 2 piece of white. That is going to be for my sentiment. So let's go ahead and get this stuff moved so I can get things stamped here. Let me switch this out really quick because that one was awfully messy. I have my Stampin', my piercing mat here. This is my Stampin' Up! Piercing mat. And what I do is I just take a piece of scrap paper and I just lay this on here and I just flip it over. So see, that's where I get my promotional pages. They get a secondhand use. I'm going to take just a piece of Scotch tape and just hold it on there like that. Take another length here and do this side. Kind of pull that just like that. And then there's my piercing mat that I can start stamping on. All right, let's grab out. So for this card here, I need my tree ring. So I'm going to mount that, and I need a drink of water. And what we're going to do is we're just going to randomly stamp on our background piece here, and I am using the crumb cake ink on the crumb cake paper. Oops. Yes, Courtney, we did quite well with that. I still have some stuff posted over on Pink Barn Stampers. I still have some stamp sets that are still available. You can always go over there and check that out if you're interested. There's a lot of things that I didn't get posted, like paper and all that kind of stuff. That would take me days and days and days to get all that paper. But yeah, we had a lot get sold, which was wonderful. And it so helped with storage and all that kind of stuff. I will definitely be doing one every year now because holding on to all that stuff for so many years, Oh, that just makes life so ridiculous when you do have to get rid of it, when you just have so much. My mom's neighbor, she's actually one of my team members. She came over and she bought a lot of stuff too. So she helped really clean up things as well. Okay, so there is our little background piece that we're gonna need. That's gonna go on there like that. I'm also, since I have my piece of crumb cake here, I need to stamp this again right on here. We're going to be cutting out the ring for that. So I need that. I'm going to, I don't know why I keep closing that. I'm just being crazy. Anyways, such is life. Cuckoo. Okay, we're gonna set that aside. We're going to open this up again and leave it open until I'm done. Okay, I need the Moody Mauve as well. But I will not open that yet because since it's pinkish, reddish, whatever, I will stick my fingers in it because that's just how I roll. I'm going to stamp my little house first. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not going to stamp that first. I'm going to find my little sentiment piece. And we're going to stamp our sentiment first. So I'm going to be putting Thinking of You. Oh, I went and I saw the doctor this last week. She has ordered me quite a few different scans to have done because of my little episode that I had a few weeks back. She has decided to order me an angiogram. She's also going to be ordering me a CT scan that I guess they have to put some kind of dye in my blood or something like that. She did a head scan and a lower neck scan to make sure that I didn't have, in fact, a stroke. She is also ordering, what else? Oh, an angiogram. She wants me to go have my heart checked. She said that it just seems, and she doesn't really feel that it was that ischemic or whatever that attack thing was called. She said that, you know, she can't rule it out. She goes, but it doesn't sound like that's what it would be because of the fact that when I lost my sense of like words and my kind of my mindset, that she said that wouldn't be one of those migraines. She said that's not something that you would typically see, not to say that it couldn't be, but she just thinks that that's not what it was. So yeah, she wants to rule out all these other things. And like she said, that it's hard in the ER for them to be able to rule things out because they only do so much. And that's why they always ask you to follow up with your PCP. So she said it was a good thing that I definitely came in and saw her. She definitely wants me to get in and have that ablation done because she said that my iron is still extremely low, but she said good news is it is better than it was last year. So that's always good news, is when you hear that it's better from the last year. And she said everything actually looks better from last year. She said my cholesterol looks better. Not that it was like super bad last year, but I'm going to stamp that again. I didn't touch the house all the way. Not that it's bad, but I really struggle with lining this house up together. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just the way that this stamp is. I don't know, but it's frustrating. Okay, let's try it again. Hold our breath. Oh, woohoo! See, it's holding the breath. I'm telling you, if I'm talking, it ain't gonna happen. But if I hold my breath, then it works. I don't know why that is, but okay. So that is for our stamping. So let me get my snips. Now, with this, you will see that there is no die for this little house, but the house is pretty square. It is very easy to fussy cut. Not that I'm a fan of fussy cutting, but when it's something that's kind of easy like this, I can't really complain. So I'm just going to go around this. And I am just over the moon excited because it is October. All of my daughter's shows now are all Halloween themed. So we're watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and it is all about the little characters being dressed like little vampires and little bats, and oh, I'm just so happy. And then, of course, there's a couple of channels on TV that all day long they are showing like those good old 80s and 90s horror flicks, and oh, I'm just like, oh, geez, my favorite time of year. I get to watch all those old movies that scared the dickens out of me when I was a kid. And now I can laugh at them because they're just stupid. But I still love watching them. Okay, there's my little house. Move that. We do need to bring in our this big truck right here. Oh my goodness. All right, hold on. I need to work out. Oh, I just did. Sorry. Just kidding. That was not funny. All right. So we're going to take this and we're going to die cut that out. This piece right here, I am going to die cut a couple of little of the little leaves here. I have got, I'm going to do one of these and do one of the berries and one of these. Now, I'll let you know that they do give you 2 of these leaves and 2 of these leaves, and you get 1 of the berries. So we're going to go ahead and die cut all those when we do, which I've already done ahead of time because you know how to die cut those things. You don't need to see me do that. You're going to get this little piece here, your little berry piece there, and that one there. Okay, so we're going to set those all down there. Now, with this, we need to get our specialty plate because our embossing folder is the 3D embossing folder for this hybrid. So what I want to do is I want to take my, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. I have a piece of a scrap of early espresso. Now, you can cut out, if you put a piece of 5.5 by 4.25 in here, you can cut out each one of these rings individually, but I'm not going to. I just know that there is a certain size that is going to work for me, and I'm going to just cut that one out. So let me move this over just a second so I can show you what I'm going to do here. So on the bottom of your embossing folder, you're going to see that it has our Stampin' Up! Logo on it. You're going to want to hold that facing you, and then you're going to open that up where your hinge is at the top. You're going to open that up and slide it towards yourself. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take your die and you're going to lay it right in there. You're going to feel it kind of snap into place, and then it's not going to move because it snaps into those little rings. See how that fit perfectly around that? That's what I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my piece and lay it over the one that I want. I think I'm going to use this one right here. Yeah, I think that one's going to work for this card. So I'm just going to lay that right over that. Now, you're going to see it cut off pieces of these, but it's okay. I know I just want that one. My paper's not that big. I just grabbed a scrap. Now, see, I can see that my paper is going to fit perfect around that. Now, I'm just going to hold that like a sandwich so my stuff doesn't fall out. I am then going to bring my machine over, take all my plates off besides my big #1 plate. I'm going to slide this in with my hinge towards the rolling mechanism. I'm gonna then take my specialty plate and I'm gonna lay that over the top and I'm gonna roll that through. Now you're gonna hear some crackling and popping and snapping. That's okay. Okay, just like that. Now move that out of the way for a minute. Now when you open this, see how each one of these have been individually cut? Now if I had a big paper, all those would have been cut out, but I don't need those. So there is the ringed piece that I actually need. So now I'm gonna throw all my scraps away because I don't need those. But I do want to emboss this one. Or no, I don't. No, I'm not gonna emboss it. I'm just gonna cut it out. So I'm now done with this piece. And because I cut this one out, I just want the guts. I just want the guts of that one. So put my plate 1 back on here because I'm only die cutting. I'm not going to be embossing this one. We'll do that on another card. Put all my pieces back together. I'm just lining up my little insert over that stamped part so I can, whoops, just cut that out because I've already stamped on it and that already has my rings in it and I'm good with just the stamped image. So there's my little piece there. Let me move all this stuff out of the way again. Okay, again, this is going to sit, whoops, this is going to sit right there. And if you can see on, where's my camera? On this piece, you've got these 3 little bumps that kind of go in towards it. That's what these little divots on here are for. They just kind of nestle inside of those little divots. So it looks like it just fits perfectly. That's what we needed. Okay, let me slide this and put that away for the time being. We've got all of our pieces cut out here. Now it's time to assemble this card. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to glue this piece right onto the big log. Okay. Also going to glue my little house right like that. Straight down. Like so. Okay, let's go ahead and adhere these pieces together. Okay, like that. There's our little sentiment. Okay, this needs to be adhered to our card base. So yeah, my next couple of weeks are going to be super crazy busy with me going in and having these appointments done. Thank God the imaging place that does all the x-rays and all that kind of stuff and the CT scan, they are putting a lot of my appointments back to back so I don't have to keep coming in. So that was pretty cool. That's what I asked her. I go, I live pretty far out of town. Is there any way you can get a couple appointments together. She goes, actually, these ones are done together, so you are golden. And I said, ah, that's so cool. I like it when that happens. Okay. And then tomorrow I take my, down at the other house, my little neighbor lady down there. She's an elderly little lady and she is so precious. I'm taking her to her eye appointment. She gets injections done in her eye. So, yeah, we go and we have coffee afterwards, or we go and we have breakfast. It's just kind of like her little day out. So I take her out and about, and she loves it because normally she just sits home with her husband and he drives her bananas. So she's always like, I love in our outings, we always get to stop and have coffee. I said, well, of course. And it's good for her. It gets her out of the house, and it actually gets me out of the house too. So I'm not going to complain. Okay, I'm just going to set that right there. Okay, that works perfect. Okay, I'm going to take, well, no, I'm not going to take those off yet. And then on Thursday, I go over to Miss Ria's house, and I'm pretty sure we're going to have coffee too, because she's a coffee fan just like me. But we are actually, I've been, you know how I'm going to be having my stamp class at the mall locally here. I'm going to actually see if she will collab a class with me so we can both do it together. Then I don't have to be so nervous. I mean, I've done classes before, but it's normally out here in my little local area where I know a lot of people. But now doing it in a big, mall, that's just a little bit intimidating. And I need my buddy Ria with me. just saying. So we're gonna talk business on Thursday. So what do you guys think of that color combo versus, I know this is a little bit brighter, don't get me wrong. I love the brightness and it's very pink, which you guys know how I am about pink, but I really like the richness of the Moody Mauve. So I wanted to give you guys options. So remember, today, this is our Make It Monday class, and this class will come free to you. So in other words, you will get all the supplies to create these 3 cards if you shop with me this week through Friday midnight. If you place an order with me of $35 or more, now that is on product, that's before shipping and taxes, and you must use my current host code, you will get these 3 cards already cut, and you'll get a PDF that you can put these same beautiful cards together. You will need to have this set or a set similar to this to create this card. The thing I will not send you is I will not stamp anything for you. So you'll have to stamp your own sentiments, your own little images. I will send you little die cut pieces and all your little pieces that need to be the right size. Let's go ahead and put on, you know what I did grab? I grabbed, these are the 2023-2025 in color dots. So we've got the Moody Mauve. I'm going to use these on this card. And you know what? Because this card is more on the rich side, I thought maybe gold. But you guys are going to decide here. So do you guys think gold looks better on this? Or do you think the silver looks better? I mean, they're both pretty, don't get me wrong. But what would you guys use if you were creating this card? Would you put silver or would you put the gold on there to dress this card up? So see right here on this one, I used this little silver bow. Now I'm going to do the same little bow on here, but I need to decide whether we're going to do it gold or silver. All right, perfect, you guys. Gold it is. I agree. Okay, so let me grab, let me grab my little bow jig here, because since I'm going to be making a double little bow, whoops, come on fingers, work with me. I need to, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to take pictures for you guys. I just remembered, it just came in the mail today. My mom just had my son come over and get it. So for me and my husband's anniversary, her and I had went to Walmart the other day, because I'm on this tangent about planners. I am trying to plan my life, plan my business, make everything much more organized for myself. I normally just wing it, but now that things are kind of picking up and things are getting a little bit busier, I need to be a little bit more organized. So I have got on this happy planner little kick, and I'm all about these fancy little stickers and decorating my planner. And so I've been trying to hit all these clearance racks, because now that school's already like kind of in, they're clearancing a bunch of this stuff out. So anyways, we were at Walmart, and of course we have to hit the Christmas section, because why not? You have to hit the holiday sections. They had this huge, like, I'm not even joking, huge blow up. It is a great big, it's probably maybe 12 feet tall. No, it's probably taller than that. It's tall. It's a great big red barn, and it's got animals that are sticking out of the barn windows. Well, the two little animals that stick out of the two side barn, and I'm assuming it's probably like 9 inches or 9 feet wide, but these two little deer have their heads sticking out of the little window, and their heads turn back and forth with their little antlers. And then Santa is standing by the front door. And when we were there, we were searching everywhere through all the Christmas stuff, because she knew she wanted that for us, because she knows how I love my big blow up things for outside decorating. And so as we were searching around, we couldn't find it anywhere. So they had the one display. And so we asked the guy, we were like, hey, can we get this? Get the display? And he goes, nope. He goes, that one went really, really fast. I was like, yeah, that's crazy. You guys have it up, but then you don't even have it available. And when my mom looked online, they didn't have it available online either. So I was like, oh, that's kind of poopy. They're going to put it up here, but then nobody can get the thing. That sucks, because of course I wanted it. And so I told her, I go, well, it's just not meant to be. It's okay. You know, life goes on. I'll find something else that I like. And so when I got home, I was looking at it again, because I wanted to show my husband how cool this big blow up was. So I see it's available. So of course I tell my mom, and bingo bango, it was here and it came today. So my son just took it over to the house, and he goes, so are we putting this up now? And I said, well, no, not quite yet. Let me enjoy my Halloween stuff. And as soon as the end of October happens and I move all the Halloween blow-ups and I put those away for the year, then we can bring this one and all my other Christmas ones out. And he's like, okay, fair enough. I'm like, but this one might stay up a little bit longer, just because it's my farm barn theme. So, okay, there's card number 1. Let's get an inside put to this. Let's decide what we're going to add to the inside of this. We're going to go ahead with a white inside. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab just a couple of the little sprigs here. Let's see. I think I might grab actually this one here. No, I'm not. I lied. I'm going to do the ring, and then we're going to decide. Okay. So decisions. Let's bring this in. We have thinking of you. So we can say love and warmth in the inside. We can say happy anniversary. Not that I think that is an anniversary card. Okay, I'm going to stamp this. I'm going to stamp the ring up here. I'm going to stamp the ring right down here. And I'm going to stamp the ring right here. Okay, just a little bit of added tree to that. I think, what are we going to put in the inside? You know what? Maybe we won't. Thinking of you, we can say get well soon. That's kind of a, no. I don't know. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not going to get busy with that. But I am going to grab this little piece here. And I do need this. And see, I keep putting it away. Let me clean my house top off. We don't need that, but I do need this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, oops, put it in the wrong color. Eek, goofy. I'm going to stamp this in the, let's see how big those are. Okay, I'm going to stamp this right over here. Okay, then I'm going to stamp the flower buds because there are flowers that go with this. And I'm going to do those in the Moody. Okay, just like, if I can see what I'm doing, because that crumb cake is kind of light. Oh yeah, that's kind of pretty, but I think we need more of those. So I'm going to do another one here, and I'm going to do another one right over, I think I'm going to do it there. Okay. Hello, Frida. There we go. Okay. So there, whoops, have that upside down. There's the inside of my card. Be perfect with a little sentiment right here. Again, thinking of you, this could be a get well card. This could be a love and warmth. We could put the love and warmth in there. That might be good because this is kind of a cute little warm colored card. Let's do that. Ugh, my little thing is stuck to that. Let's do loved and warmth. What do you guys think? Should I leave it blank or should I put that stamp in there? Well, that is okay, Frida. You're at least here now, right? Oops, I don't know why I have that on. What do you guys think of the love and warmth? Or should I just leave it alone? So you guys can add, I'm gonna leave it alone because then I'm gonna let you guys, if this is one of the giveaway cards, I'm gonna let you put your own sentiment in it. Okay, so let's go ahead and add this. Alrighty, Courtney, you have a great night. Thanks for coming in, dear. Oh, it has been so gorgeous here, you guys, the last couple of days. I have been, every morning, I've been getting up probably around like 7:30, and just enjoying the beautiful, cool mornings that we've been having. Like, it has been dipping down like in the 60s. And in the morning, it's like very low 70s when I get up. So I open up my whole house. I turn the air conditioning off because it's actually not on. I mean, it's clicked on, but it's not running at that time because it's so cool out. But it is just so amazing to be able to just have that fresh, cool, crisp air. It definitely lets you know that fall is coming on in. Today, I actually left the AC off for quite some time. I didn't turn it on until probably like 2 o'clock in the afternoon because then it was like in the high 80s and then that makes it muggy in the house. So, but then right before I came over here, I told my husband, I go, oh my gosh, it's amazing. He goes, yeah, he goes, it's only 82 outside. He turned everything off and opened up all the windows again because, oh, nothing like having fresh air blowing in the house. And okay, let's put some of these on here. And just, you know, we've been also the last couple of days, my son has got us into the family going on walks. So we have been the last couple of days, we've been taking the dog for a walk since we lost our other dog. He has been very kind of depressed and lonely. So we get him out of the house and we take him down the road and let him get out and just be with us as a family and see see where his new home is and everything. And he has been loving the attention of us getting out and going walking. But not only is he loving it, but my daughter is just over the moon. When I tell her that we're going to get ready and we're going to go for a walk, she actually went over to her talking device and she told me, go outside, go on a walk. So she knew exactly what we were getting ready to do. So we know that Mondays will be we won't go on walks on Monday because we're going to be doing videos. And so that is going to be our day off. So my son is just like, he thinks this is the most wonderful thing for the family to get out and do. He's actually been inviting my mom to go with us. So it's getting her out of the house. And again, it's so nice outside that we are finally getting to enjoy the desert coolerish weather. Okay, so there is card number 1. There is the one using the, what did I call it? The, not bubble bath, but yeah, it is bubble bath. Bubble bath. Yeah, he's on this whole kick that he wants to have us eat more healthy. I think it really scared him when I went to the hospital. I think it was kind of a huge, almost like a wake-up call for him. I think it was like, oh my God, what would I do without my mom? And I know that's silly because he's like an 18-year-old kid and he's too wrapped up in himself, but he's really not. He is a pretty caring kid. And he tries to act like the tough, hard teenager boy, but he's really kind of on the soft side. So it's kind of cute to see him being the way that he's being and wanting to, keep us healthy. He's like, Mom, we can all, stand to lose some weight and get healthy and just feel better about ourselves. And I was like, you know what, kid, you're absolutely right. So we can do this and it's good for everybody. Okay, card number 2. We are doing this cute little acorn card here. Hello, Peggy. This is using this Lost Lagoon. We're going to put some acorns on this one. Again, kind of going with that really soft colors for this, but keeping it real here. People who don't live in Arizona don't know how crazy amazing. You're totally right, Patty. Yeah, to be able to go outside is kind of a real amazing thing here. And I know a lot of people think, just go outside. Well, when it's 100 disgusting degrees outside, you don't want to go outside. And because of the rattlesnakes, I'm petrified. Now that we've had so many of them in the yard, when I just did my alternatives the other night, I was saying, we just had another snake in the yard. And at 11 o'clock at night, we had to call the fire department and have them come remove this rattlesnake out of my yard. It was actually hiding underneath my big Halloween blow up things. He just didn't want to go away. And he was mad as heck. And he was hissing and he was rattling. And he didn't want us messing with him. And I get it. And I won't mess with him because I don't want to get bit. That is the last thing that I need to happen. But yeah, we had to call them again. And I was like, I'm so sorry that we're calling so late. But he goes, no, you guys absolutely did the best thing you could do. Because if you would have forgot about it and went to bed and then he would have been like under your car or something like that and you go to get in your car and he hits you, you'd be talking a whole different scenario. So he just said, he goes, no, you guys did the total right thing by calling us, having it removed, get it out of here. Or, you risk losing another animal or whatever. And we don't want to go there. Not crossing that path again. Okay, so we have a base that is Lost Lagoon. This is, we're also having another piece same size as our layer. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. It's going to fit right on the front, but we need to run this through our embossing folder. Now this time I'm not going to use any of the dies with it. I'm just running it straight the way it is, how I was telling you guys that if you just want these rings in the back, you can lay this on here just like this, and we can run this straight through. So again, we're taking off all of our other plates besides just plate number 1. And we need our specialty plate because this is a 3D embossing folder. Our hinge at the top, since it's going to be going through first. Thank you, Linda, for sharing. Okay. Oops, hitting lights, smacking things around. Don't mind me. Okay, that is our next layer. That is going to get adhered straight down to there. We also need, I brought in the contoured scallop dies right here. I am using the second from the largest. I'm sure probably most of you have this. So the second largest frame is what I ran through a piece of basic white for that layer. Then I have, I ran my, again, using that same technique that I showed you earlier with using the big piece here, setting it on there, putting the paper, and just cutting my one piece that I need. So that's for that. But now I want to do this little piece, which I guess I'd better bring my embossing. Now I did take a scrap of Lost Lagoon and I did run some more of those little leaf pieces through there. But because I showed you guys, and you guys all know how to die cut, I knew this was going to probably be a longer night because of all this die cutting and stuff that I had to do for these, that I would not bore you with all the cutting. Okay, but we do need to take this piece here, and I am going to, again, open this up with that logo facing top, bring in the piece of, or no, I'm not going to cut that. I'm going to, what am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing. Go figure. Okay, no, I am doing this. Figure it out, lady. I'm just going to use the smaller one. That's what I'm doing. Who knows? I make my cards and then don't even remember what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to put this in here because I'm just going to put it up like that because I just need to cut that smaller one out. Okay, there it is. Because, right, that's what I have in there. Okay, take that, close that. With the hinge going in first, I'm going to run that through there. Okay, pull that, get this out of the way. Now what I am going to do while I have this here is I need my little piece right here. And I am taking, if you can see, I have my little piece back on my regular cutting plate. Now I need to cut. I want this little, it almost looks like a little star, but it's the little piece that goes inside that little piece of bark to make it look like it's got that hollow split in it. I am just gonna run that through that. Now, people are gonna ask, doesn't that press down that whole embossing part that you just did? It does a little bit, but not enough that it is like bothering me, or that you can still see the image that has been imprinted into that. There might be a trick to do it without having that happen, but I don't know what it is, and we're not going to worry about it. Okay, I'm grabbing my early espresso, and now just ever so slightly, I'm just going to run just to get some of that color added to those raised pieces. Just taking one of my little small brushes, and then I'm just going to go to the edges of this like that. And then just add a little bit of texture so it kind of looks like that rustic kind of look. You can set it down, just kind of go around, swirly, just lightly, just like that. Okay. There we go. That's a little bit better. It almost looks like a sand dollar. If you really look at it closely, now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow, that kind of looks like a sand dollar. All right, so what we need to do is we need to grab this. We're going to do some stamping on it as well. Let me put this away, because I've been known to take my mom's stuff home with me because I just have it all here together. I did that to her stamp pad the other day. I was like, whoa, why do I have two of this stamp pad? I was like, oh, because I stole my mom's. Good thing we live close. So coming in with, they almost look like those, what are those candies called? Those little sugar, spice drops. These look like little spice drop candies. They're actually like little mushrooms, but we are going to use them as acorns. So grabbing my early espresso and my crumb cake, I think what I want to do first is I want to put my sentiment on there first. So this is where I'm going to grab that love and warmth, just so I know that everything is going to be placed in the right spot. So I'm going to stamp this up in this top corner. Make sure I have enough ink on there, just like that. Okay, then I'm going to take my little spice drops. I mean, not spice drops, but they are mushrooms, acorns. We're making them acorns. So I'm going to take those, and we're going to stamp those right up here, like so. And then we're going to stamp them again right down here. Right there. Okay. Then we have this little acorn topper, and we're just going to stamp that on each one of those, adding the little top part that holds the acorn to the tree. I don't know what it's called, but we'll just call it a topper. Okay, I'm just going to line this up and stamp that. And this fits almost perfectly in between these three. Cut before you emboss. See, that's the trick. Makes sense, right, Frida? Put two and two together. Okay, there we go. There's our little acorn. Okay, I think we are ready to assemble this super cute card. So let's bring all of our pieces back in. Give this a second to dry, because I know when you're adding darker colors like the early espresso, Sometimes it takes a minute to dry. So I'm going to go ahead and get all this other stuff adhered and give that a minute to kind of settle in and marinate into that paper. Okay, and I'm just going to place this on here, going right to the edge of this card base, just like so. If you want to add a little bit more depth to this, you could do the same thing and take your brush and just add some of that early espresso or even the crumb cake to this to give it a little bit more of that distressed look. I'm going to leave mine alone. I'm going to now add this little piece in here. Do I like it like that? Yeah, I like it better like that. I'm just gluing this in. Just like so. That is then going to go right there, but we need to add our little pieces here. Now I need to make sure wherever I put this, that my leaves have space to kind of spread out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold that leaf right there. And then I'm just going to place this over the top of it to get the placing right. Then, same with this one, bring it down kind of at an angle. Put the glue on that. So that is a good way if you don't want to have anything, do any overhang or whatever, glue it with your piece already in hand. So then you know that nothing's going to, you know, get in the way of each other. So that's going to go there. Okay, now we have this one last one. It's going to go right down on the bottom. Okay, I'm going to angle this sticking out like that. That's going to be there. Perfect. And I'm going to have that actually hang out a little bit more than I did on the other card. It's gorgeous. Okay, now I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to pop that up. Where did I put my big dimensionals? And see, and I got a little bit of glue on there, but it doesn't matter because we're covering all of that mess up. So nobody's gonna know. Okay, place that right like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna pop this up as well. Ooh, I changed all the air fresheners. You know, those little plug-in scent things that you can put around your house. I've had fall crisp air in there is what I've been having in there for the last like month or so. But I purchased the pumpkin ones. Oh my word, you guys. My house smells like pumpkin bread or pumpkin pie. Oh, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm probably going to get sick because it's going to smell too sweet. But for now, I'm loving it. So, okay, Cher, you have a great rest of your night. Thanks for coming in. Okay, we're going to take this for our inside, and I'm gonna do the same thing with my little acorns. You know what? I just realized I didn't use any designer series paper on any of these cards that I created. But that's okay. I'm just gonna stick with the 2. I like that. No need to get crazy. Just like that. All right. Ugh, never fails, I tell ya. I haven't played with the reds or anything in quite a while. So, not last night, but a couple days ago when I was creating these cards, I pulled out the Berry Burst to do on this card, this next card. And of course, the very first time I pull out something that's a rich, reddy pink color, guess who sticks her fingers right in the end of it? I was like, oh my goodness. So now my finger, well, it's just now starting to finally not be so red, but yeah, I got ink all the way up underneath my fingernail. So yeah, it was very, very red. It looked like I had just put fingernail polish right on the corner of my nail. Okay, so there's the inside of that card. That is card number 2. Isn't that so beautiful? Oh, I love it. Now, let's bling it up a little bit. I am going to bring in these more of a brown look to these ones. I'm going to just add a couple of these on. I'm going to put one right here. Do a large one right here. And then we'll do a medium one. Well, I guess they're only in 2 sizes. I thought there was 3 different sizes, but there's not. I'm going to do one right. Whoops. Turn it the right way, lady. Nope. I don't like it there. Come on. I think it needs to be down here more. Let's go right there. Yeah, much better. That is now done. Card number 2. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. That is what we did in the inside of that. Just added some more of those little acorns. And card number 2 is finished. All right, let me move some of my mess. Alrighty, Mary, have a wonderful night. Yes, you guys can definitely catch the replay. I will have it on YouTube and it will stay here on Facebook as long as they don't decide to change anything, because I can't always promise anything. Okay, so now let's get out our colors for this beauty right here. So the colors that I am going to be using on this next one: Cajun Craze, Pumpkin Pie, Granny Apple Green, and Berry Burst. Look at those colors together. Now that reminds me of Halloween. That just reminds me of a bright, pretty Halloween color. But then again, I've seen Christmas colors like in this as of late. But then I'm just going to throw in just a little touch of Cajun Craze to kind of chill some of those colors out. Okay, so let me grab the stuff for that card. Oh, I guess I lied. We are going to be using a little bit of a designer series paper, but this is that adhesive back glitter paper that we have. That's one of those 5 of the new papers in our online exclusives. Okay, so our card base is Berry Burst. We're going to fold this in half. There's our base. I have a piece of white that I'm going to go right to the edge with. That is going to be my designer paper. I have a piece of scrap of basic white. I'm going to actually cut out another one of those larger rings. When I do, I'm going to get this. It's just the pure white. That's what I'm going to put all my pieces on. I'm also going to use this to cut out my sentiment with. I have just a small little sliver. This is I think it's like 1/4 of an inch or something like that. Then I have a scrap of garden green, and I forgot to grab a scrap of pumpkin pie. You're gonna need a scrap of that as well to cut your 2 little berry pieces. And for your granny apple green, you're going to use your scrap and you're gonna cut out a couple of those little branches as well, just like that. I think my base is a little bit bigger than my, okay, hold on. I need to cut this down just a hair. Ah, sorry. Making sure everybody is awake. I know it's late for a lot of you guys over on the East Coast. Okay, there's that. Move that aside. Here is my paper that I'm going to be making my own designer series paper. So let me get all my colors out here that we need. Let me get my stamped images that we're going to need. Also, we're going to need the flower, the big flower that I said was kind of like a poinsettia. We're going to need our these look like the tops of berries. We can stamp our sentiment later, so let me put that away. But we are going to need, what else do we need? Oh, we need the little leaf piece here. So I'm going to use that leaf. And then we need just the one single leaf, just like that. Okay. Now, what I was thinking, the leaf is the one that I'm going to do in the Cajun Craze, but oh, wait a minute. There was one more that I need. I need this also, but I'm just going to set it aside because actually, no, I'll do that first because we're going to be using that color. And then I need this little piece here, but there, I use the leaf to go, the single leaf right there to go on the Cajun Craze. But you know what I was thinking? You could actually use the little heart if you want to just add something kind of extra in there. Okay, so I'm going to start with my flower. And with that flower, I know I need to cut one out. Ooh, there's a little speck, and if I dare touch it, ooh, I got it. Okay, I'm gonna stamp the flower on my scrap because this I have to fussy cut out because there's not a die for that either. Then I'm gonna come in here and I'm just gonna start stamping my flowers. And it's so weird to see the color change in this from when you just stamp it to the way it looks on my other paper from stamping it the other day. It mutes itself down and turns into a gorgeous, gorgeous color of pink. Okay, that's good. Don't want to get too carried away with that because we've got to fit all those other things in there. Okay, let's grab our, let's do Granny Apple Green. And that we're going, oh, wait a minute. Nope, 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 nope. I need that Berry Burst back out using this little leaf piece here. Alrighty, Patty, you have a great night. I am going to stamp off once, and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to do it like that, where it's just a hair lighter, but it is still that same color, but then we're just not overwhelming this card with so much pink. I mean, not that I'm going to complain, but okay, and then I'm just going to bring this. Let's go Let's go right here. Okay, I'm gonna leave it because we can always come back in and add more. You can never take off, but you can, you know, kind of go light at first and then bring extra things in that you need to. Let's grab Granny Apple Green and let's put this right here. Now I have to remember I have other things that I need to fit on here, so I can't go too wild and crazy. But you want just enough of this to really get those colors to come in here. And there's nothing wrong with just adding a leaf off the side to bring some more of that color in. Kind of like that. Okay, let's put that away. Let's bring in pumpkin pie. Okay, let's grab our berries. Add that there. Add a berry there. Okay, I think we need another green. Right here. Okay, now I'm going to grab that little leaf and I'm going to bring in that Cajun. Alrighty, Peggy. Good night, my dear. All right, Cajun, grab that little leaf. Oh, wow. Well, good. I'm glad that you got in and saw your neurologist and your doctor. Those are always good people to make sure you're staying in contact with, especially when you've got certain conditions. So glad you got in to see them. Okay, just placing this leaf just rando around. Now, and I'm not putting very many of this leaf in there because I don't need a bunch. It's just kind of something to grab the attention of a darker color on there. Okay, I'm gonna call that good. I'm gonna leave it alone. But what I do want to do is I want to stamp. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. I do want to, now on here, I did it in the copper clay, but I used Cajun on that one. Now, I did these, instead of doing it in this color because I was trying to pop that out, this time I'm doing the buried ones in the Cajun. I think I'm going to do my sentiment in Cajun also. We're going to just go with it. So let me grab my sentiment, and that is thinking of you. Okay. Let me grab a block here. If we don't like it, we can always change it to a different color. I know it's harder towards fall when the it gets darker earlier in the year or during the day. It does. When I find myself getting up earlier because, you know, I'm going to bed a lot earlier because it's dark, you know. Normally during the summer, we're awake a lot later because of the sun being out a lot longer. But during the fall, I find myself already in bed by like 9:30, 10 o'clock. And that's very rare for me. But it's because it's dark so much earlier that I feel like it's so much later than what it really is. We'll look at the clock and we'll be like, oh my goodness, it's only 7:30, but it's already so dark. So then you're ready for bed. So yeah, no, I get it. In the fall, you definitely go to bed earlier. But I like it also because then I wake up a lot earlier and I get to enjoy the beautiful weather. Okay, so we're going to cut these out. Now, I should have already had one of these cut so you don't have to sit here and watch me, but I didn't. So we're just going to kind of, I don't want to go super fast because I want to make sure that it's cut out correctly. So maybe if you need to take the dog out to go potty, might be a good time now. Or if you need to get up and go potty, that would be a good time because you're not going to miss much besides me cutting this flower out. So I think in a couple of days or maybe next week, once things calm down after all these doctor's appointments and stuff, I think I'm going to take my son over to the animal shelter and let him adopt a cat. He misses his cat, Something Fierce, but I told him, I go, this time, because we know that the coyotes are so crazy up here, your cat's staying inside. We're not losing any more animals. I can't deal with this. So I told him, I go, he's already got the cat tower in his room because we had a really neat, we found it at, I think it was Costco. Costco had a smoking deal on this really cool cat tower thing. And so I think it was like 60 bucks with, and normally they're like $170 to $200 for these towers that we were looking at. So yeah, I think they were having them on a clearance or something, but it was only like 60 something for this cat tower. So we got him one for when he had his last cat. So he's got that perched. He's already got the cat box in there. He's got everything ready. He just needs a cat now. So I think we're going to go rescue a kitty because it's so much better that way. They're already fixed. They're already, you know, they've already had their vaccinations. And hopefully we can find a young one that we can make sure that we can get potty trained because we don't deal with cats pottying in the house. Okay, where'd my sentiment go? We need to cut out our sentiment. And because my dog is so lonely, I think he would love having another cat friend around the house because I don't think we're going to get a dog anytime soon. We want to travel, and with traveling, we would probably have to bring the dog that we have with us. And so I don't want to have to bring 2 dogs with us. So we're good with just him traveling with us, not having to deal with more than one right now. I mean, if we had our little birdie, she would definitely go with us too, but like I told my son, I go, a cat's easy to leave home when we go out on the road. And knowing that my parents are right here, that they can come over and feed them, water them, make sure cat box clean, all that kind of stuff. Okay, there are our pieces. So now we can go ahead and we can get this put together. So this is going to go all the way over here on the right hand or left hand side of our base. I think I want this flipped over. Okay, so let's go ahead and adhere this down. Hello, Shirley. Oh, I have a glue booger. No boogers tonight. So we're going to go ahead and adhere this right to the edge. Oh my goodness. She's traveling with 2 Rottweilers and a cat. Yee. Well, I mean, if you're by yourself in a trailer or travel trailer or whatever, you know, you want your companions to be with you. So I get it, you know, and they know that is their home. So they're quite content. Just us with having a whole family going, it's hard if you bring a lot of pets with you. Our friends that live up Northwest, when they travel, they bring their cats. They've got a Mancoon and another kind of cat. And it was so funny when they come down here and they stay with us. They're big time into biking. They mountain bike all the time. And they normally go up to Utah and they go to Moab and that kind of stuff. And there's a lot of neat rocks that they can take. They've also got a Jeep and they like to go up there and they rock climb with their Jeep and that kind of stuff. And it's kind of cool because when they come and stay with us, they park their RV out front and they just stay out in their RV. And then she's got a little leash for her cats. And at night, or, you know, whenever she needs to take her cats out to just have some fresh air and just be a cat, she'll put them on this little leash and she'll just take them out and about. It's so cute. And I'm like, really? I go, they don't get bothered by that? And she goes, nope, they have their cat boxes. I mean, they're perfectly content being in the camper. And when they go out, you know, places to go bike riding, the cats just chill because that's what cats do, is sleep all the time. So she goes, yeah, no, the cats just do their thing and it's just the way it is. So it's just kind of neat to see the different animals doing what they need to do. Okay, so I think I'm going to turn this little flower like that, and we're going to just pop this up on here like so. I'm going to pop my flower up like that, but before I adhere that down, we need to put our little leaves and stuff on here. So I'm going to place, let's grab this one. And I'm going to just adhere that right over the top of that one. Just add a little bit of glue to the back. And then I'm just going to set this right on here like so. Oops, maybe if my fingers will not get stuck to it. Okay. I'm then going to bring that in and I'm going to stick it to the back of that flower. Oops, things got crazy here. Okay, so now I'm going to add some glue to that, or you can use a glue dot, mini glue dot, that works. Okay, that's going to go there. So this, oh, come on thing, hold still. So I'm going to place that right like that. Okay. In between those two. Oops, and now my finger's stuck. Okay, perfect. Now I need to do the same thing down here, but I'm going to take that one and tuck it in there. It's all about how you place these little pieces on here. Oh, see, if you get it all cattywampus, things won't sit the way that they need to. Okay, that's going to go there. I'm going to place this one right here. And see, and that's why I put my glue, my dimensional on first. So then I just tuck these back behind the dimensional. So then I know that nothing's going to oops, come on thing, move over. Stuck to that glitter paper. See, like that. It'll just sit just like that with that little sentiment. And then this will hang so you can really see that green pop on that berry burst. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to glue this to my little green piece here, but knowing that this green piece is going to come this way, I need to bring this over here, kind of like so. Okay, come on, stick to that. But it will definitely stick once we get it on here. Okay, put some more glue on these pieces. Ooh, and it's on my fingers, so that makes things tough. Okay, I'm gonna go this way with this. Just like so. Turn that a little bit. Hello, Shar. So that will sit just like that. And then we're gonna bring this in like that. And that's how that's gonna sit. Isn't that so pretty? Oh, love these colors, you guys. Oh, it's like heavenly seeing these beautiful colors together. Okay, I'm gonna put that right like that. Okay. Oh, yes. I do like, I'm gonna show you guys the other card, and I do like the orange. Again, I like both cards, but I just really like this. Okay, so let me bring another card and show you. So see what I've done. Ooh, and I've got a gnat flying around. They see my lights. Let me pop this up. Ooh, don't knock the cup off. Let me pop this up and show you guys. Okay, I'm gonna place that right up here. Make sure I don't get that hanging too far over. All right, there we go. Oh my gosh, isn't that gorgeous? But what really makes it gorgeous are these really pretty little embellishments. Now, I could come in and I could add these little green ones just like I did over here. But I have something to show you guys that might look even better. So this is the adhesive back glitter sequence. These are flat A. That's why I like these ones so much on this. That they don't add any more dimension, because again, when we're mailing these cards, we need to really be mindful of how many layers we're adding. I've already got 2 layers added to this because I've popped up my little tree ring, then I've popped up my sentiment and my flower. So that's already giving me 3 layers. Now, if I put something on there that is thick, that's gonna poke through my envelope. We don't want that to happen. So we are looking for something more on the flat side. So these worked great for that. They're flat, they don't pop up, and they're gorgeous and sparkly. But I found that I have these. These go with that, what is that set? Merry and Bright, or Bright and Merry, or something. Iridescent adhesive backed. Now look at these. We could use that, which is kind of like a greenish tint, but these have that iridescent-y look. I like these right here, but I really think that green really just makes it pop. But I just wanted to show you, if you might already have these embellishments, how pretty they are also on this card. Because when I send you, when you purchase your order from me of $35 or more this week and use my host code, you're gonna get the supplies to make these 3 cards. Now remember, when I send you the supplies to make these 3 cards, I don't include embellishments. So that's why I show you many other embellishments that you can use to make these cards, because you're gonna need to come up with your embellishments. And that gnat is really being a pest. Ooh, he's in my face. Okay, so up here we've got the little ones. So I'm gonna do one more big one right down here and another one here. Okay, there we go. So there is that gorgeous. Now, if you can see, when we first stamped this, how light these have gotten, and they really match that paper spot on. So there is card number 3. So let me bring in all the rest of my cards that I have created for you guys tonight, so you can see all 3 of them and see what you would be getting in the mail when you place your purchase with me this week. So remember, make your purchase with me by midnight next Friday, which will be the 6th, I believe. Oops, that's September. We need October, Yep, Friday the 6th by midnight. Now, it doesn't matter if it's your time, my time, whatever. As long as you put your order in by midnight, then you will get your 3 cards from me. I'm not super crazy finicky. And if you do it at 3 o'clock in the morning, Friday night, you're going to still get your card pack. You're placing your order with me. You're doing me a solid by using my monthly host code. So you're going to get all the products to make these beautiful cards. Remember, I don't send any stamped images. I will send you the die cut pieces, your die cut images. I think this week I might actually even send the embossed layer for the back just to make sure you have that. But remember, you don't always have to use the set that I have. You might actually have something that would work in place with this, but you just don't have all these color papers. Well, that's what's cool is I send you the stuff that you can create these cards along with scraps that need to be cut things out with and stamped with. So yeah. All right. Oops, wait a minute. You guys, oh my goodness. We didn't put an inside to this card. What is wrong with me? We have to make the inside just as pretty. And you're going to get envelopes, however you say it, with each one of these as well. So you can make sure that you can make your cards and you can get them in the mail to your recipients. Okay, we need to stamp on here. I am getting a little too carried away. Okay, I'm going to stamp this flower here. I'm going to then, come on. I'm going to take my orange. I'm going to stamp my berries. Where did my berries go? There they are. Okay, I'm going to do my orange berries. I'm going to do those right here. Okay, I'm going to do my, where did it go? There's my green. We're just going to put all of our little colors on here because we can. I'm going to actually take, no. I'm going to clean off this little stem. Just like that. And just bring this in above the stem. And I'm just going to stamp that right there. Perfect. You know that you can always just wipe off what part you don't want to be seen. If you ever have a project that you like the look of it, but you don't want all the other stuff being seen in there, just wipe some of that off. Okay, I need this back out again. We're going to take this, stamp that off, and I'm going to just do this right here. Okay, I think that looks good. I was thinking about doing a Cajun leaf, but nope, I'm going to leave it alone. We're going to call that good. But I am going to add the sentiment in this. I put thinking of you. I actually want get well soon because I think this is such a beautiful, cheery card that if somebody was feeling down, wouldn't they love to get such a bright and cheery, beautiful card in the mail? So that's what I'm going to put my Cajun Craze. I'm going to stamp the Get Well Soon. And I'm going to place it right here. So then I do have those colors all together. See how I did that? Okay, let me go ahead and adhere this inside of my card base, and then for reals, we're done with this card. Okay, give that a second to dry in there. Okay, and there we go. Card number 3. So let me bring those back out and show you again. There are those 3 beautiful cards that we have created for Make It Monday, October 2nd. And this is Ringed with Nature. That's what we did this week. So yes, make sure you guys like, share, and comment to get entered into the giveaways for next week. 2 of you lucky people are going to get 2 of these cards that I made tonight for the giveaway. And then those of you who share, I always do something a little bit special, like maybe you're going to get a pack of embellishments or a pack of ribbon or whatever I decide to give away next week. All right, you guys, thank you so much for sticking with me. I know this was a long one and I know it's late. I will see you guys back next Monday for another Make It Monday Live. Take care of yourselves. Have your guys selves a wonderful, safe week. All right, you guys. Bye.